Hello, thank you for joining me and Ms. Commodore Kitten. She is the most recent foster member of our family and she just has one eye. Let me show you. So her name is Commodore after a pirate that was a one-eyed pirate famous for his prowess in battle. And you are feisty. So if you'd like to donate to the rescue where Commodore comes from, I'm going to put the link to donate in the description below. Commodore is from that rescue, as well as my dog Kara, who has 3 legs, as well as my dog Giles, who has also quite the history. We love KLAWS, and if you'd like to donate to support kittens like Commodore and dogs like Kara and Giles, please do so. Without further ado, this is a strength and a metabolic conditioning class, so you're going to need kettlebells if you have them, dumbbells, and a yoga mat, and let's get going. Okay, so let's do inchworm to get warm. Inhale, hands up. Exhale, tuck your chin, curve your spine down, walk all the way out to your plank. We're going to add a little cobra, drop your hips, push back for your down dog, and then come all the way in. Go again, roll up, arms up, and then tuck, curve down, walk all the way out to your plank. Commodore, drop your hips down, attack! Pirates attacking! And then all the way up. Little pirate kitten, one-eyed pirate kitten. Come on down, and then push back, and come all the way up. Final time. Hello, Commodore. And now drop your hips down, relax your toes, and rock from side to side, stretching through your belly. Good. And now flex your feet, lift your glutes, and you're gonna hold this downward dog, bending one knee at a time. Good. And now send one foot to the outside of your hand. So let's say right foot outside right hand. You're gonna bring your right fingertips to your temple, raise your elbow, and then bend your opposite elbow almost like a push-up as you try to bring your elbow to the ground. And lift. Elbow down, elbow up, elbow down, elbow up. Here's 2. Good. Here's 1. Great. And now lower your back knee down. Bring both hands to that front thigh. Lift up, stretching your hip flexor. And release. Set both feet down. Come into your downward dog again. And now switch. Left foot outside left hand. Keep your right hand on the ground. Bring your left fingertips to your temple. And now elbow down to the ground inside your foot. And lift. Down. And up. And down. And up. Here's 2. Good. And 1. Great. And now lower your back knee down. Lift your torso up. Stretch back. Getting into your hip flexor. Good. And then let's go into a frog position. So set both feet forward and you're gonna rock side to side. Good. Keep going. I need to turn on a light. There we go. And now from here, keeping your heels on the ground, grab onto your toes, lift your glutes as much as you can, and then lower the glutes down. And now lift glutes as much as you can, and then lower them down. 2 more lift, and lower, keeping heels on the ground. 1 more lift, and lower, and release. Awesome. Tuck your chin, roll up vertebra by vertebra, shoulders back and down. And now I just want you to step, touch, arm swing. Keep going. Good. All right. And then we've got some arm circles going on. Up, back around. And switch directions. Great, and now give me some butt kicks. Okay, so we've got a circuit of 4 exercises. We're gonna go through them twice at 30 seconds on, 15 seconds off. It's not your heaviest weights you've ever used because we're moving pretty quickly between the exercises. So we're talking medium to medium light weights. So first we have a goblet squat. So grab a good heavy kettlebell or a dumbbell. Hold it to your chest. Set yourself up in your squat stance. We'll start in 10 seconds. Good. In 5 seconds. Heels slightly in, toes slightly out. Ready, go. 30 seconds. Lower and lift. Send those glutes back and down. Keeping your chest wide. Yes, Commodore Kitten. That's Ms. Commodore Kitten to you. 15 seconds. 5 seconds. And rest. Grab onto 2 weights. We've got a Romanian deadlift. So your feet are in a narrow stance. The weights are next to your legs. As you hinge the hips back, come all the way to stand. Good. Ready? Here we go. Hinge and up. Engaging your core muscles. Driving the weights straight down those legs and straight up. You don't have to go too fast. I know it's a quick interval, but I'd rather you take it slow. The more slow and controlled, the more effort it's gonna be, and we are here for effort. Good. And release, we have a reverse lunge, so you can decide. We're alternating side to side, so you can have a weight held at your chest, goblet style, or you can have a weight in each hand. Good. Ready, go. Reverse lunge. Commodore, you gotta watch out. Commodore is a true pirate. She's always on the attack. Whoa. She's all about the surprise attack. 10 seconds. 5. And rest. Next, we have a pulse and a sumo position. So your feet are wider than your hips, toes either straight or a little turned out, depending on what feels best for your knees. You sit down about in line with those glutes, glutes in line with knees, and pulse. Go. Good. Abs brace, pressing knees open. Whew. 15 seconds. Even though we're hinged forward, our upper back muscles are still engaged. Good. 5 seconds. Rest. Okay, starting back from the top with your goblet squat. Good. Heavier weight if you can manage it. Ready, go. I wish I had a heavier weight here. It's a long story. I don't have it at my house right now. It's a long story. But if I had the heavier weight, I would be using it. 15 seconds. 5 seconds. Rest. Okay, Romanian deadlift. Good. Are you hiding? You're waiting to pounce. 5 seconds till we start. Ready, go. So, it does not matter how low down in your torso you go. It matters how far back your glutes go. When the glutes stop moving, the torso stops moving. 15 seconds. 5 seconds. And rest. Come into your reverse lunges. Reverse lunges. Good. 10 seconds. 5. Ready, lunge it out. You got me, Commodore. You got me. 15. 5 seconds. And rest. Sumo pulse. Good. Whew. Starting in 5 seconds. It is hot here today. Ready, go. If this hurts your back, you can come up a little bit higher and just stay a little more vertical in that spine. After this, a 30-second rest, and we move on to the next exercises. Good, 15 seconds. 5 seconds. Rest, great. Okay, so next exercises, we've got a squat, high row, so I'm gonna go a little bit lighter in these weights here. So you can bring your weights in between your legs. You've got one squat and then a high row. And you can keep the weights face front if that works. It just doesn't work for the size of my weights. That's your first exercise. We'll start in 3 and 2. Here we go. So one squat. It might be a little bit of a wider squat than typical. High row. Squat. High row. And squat. High row. 15 seconds. So same thing here. Another circuit of exercises at 30 seconds on, 15 seconds off. 5 seconds. Rest. Next is your squat thruster. It's where you squat down and then use the strength of your legs to push the weights up overhead. I think you should take a nap. I think you're sleepy. 5 seconds. Ready, go. So we're using those weights to help our arms up. 15 seconds. 10. 5 seconds. Rest. Okay, kettlebell swing. Grab your kettlebell. You got that swing. Whew. Good job, Commodore. 5 seconds till we start. Ready, go. Again, I would go heavier if I had those kettlebells. It's okay. I'm gonna make up for the lack of resistance with speed and form. Whoa. 5 seconds. Rest. You got a jump squat. Now, jump squats are intense. If it's a bit too much for you, you can do a squat heel lift. So that's squat heels, otherwise jump. Ready? And go. And you can set a pace in jump squats. You can go a little slower so you can keep going the whole time. $15 seconds. 5 seconds. Rest. Oh. Squat, high row in 10 seconds. Back to the top here. Whew. In 5. Maybe a wider squat than typical. Here we go. Heart rate should be high right now. That's the metabolic conditioning part. Moving quickly through these exercises, using resistance to increase our heart rate. 10 seconds. And rest. Squat thrusters next. You're so feisty. You're so feisty. What a pirate. 5 seconds. And go. No lock of the knees at the top. Use your muscles, not your bones. Muscles are what build bones. Halfway. Five seconds. Rest. Okay. Whew. Kettlebell swing. In 5. You could do a double kettlebell if you want to go really heavy. Go. The biggest mistake I see in kettlebell swings is people squat. It's not a squat. It's a hinge of the hips. More like a deadlift. Halfway. Five seconds. Rest. Jump squat. Whew. Then we have a longer break. Nothing like a kitten belly. Ready? Go. Halfway, and after this you don't have to do jump squats again. Five seconds. Rest. Oh, okay, take a breather. So, we're going to upper body next. First exercise, alternating shoulder press. Then we have a wide bicep curl. Then we've got a sumo alternating row, and then tricep overhead extension. So get ready for those alternating shoulder presses. In 3, 2, and go. If a shoulder press hurts your back, you might be leaning back. In that case, option 1 is to kickstand a foot. Option 2 is to sit in a chair and just focus on keeping that spine upright. Five seconds. And rest. Okay, next, we're going to a wide bicep curl. Switch these out. So hands turned out away from your body. Good. Ready, go. Your elbows might not be touching your body. Just kind of depends on your body shape. So, as long as the elbows aren't moving too much, and definitely not forward and backward, you're doing it right. Good. 10 seconds. Five seconds. Good. And rest. Okay, we've got a sumo alternating row, so you're probably going heavier again here. You're in a sumo hinge, so like a sumo deadlift. Hinge forward, pulling one weight towards your hip, or really your belly at a time. Go. So the weight will come somewhere to your mid-belly. Make sure you're not lifting and lowering your back. That back should stay still. Halfway. and rest. Okay, tricep overhead extension. Good. If that hurts your back, you can do tricep kickbacks. I'm showing what that looks like now. Ready? You're off. Another option for a kickstand foot here. Your palms should look as if they're pressed to the ceiling at the top. So flat palm. 15 seconds. 5 seconds. And rest, okay? Going back to the top. Since it's alternating shoulder press, you might be able to go a little bit heavier. Good, 5 seconds till we start. Popping those weights up. Ready, go. Inhale down, exhale up. 15 seconds. 5 seconds. And rest. Nice, okay? We are coming to our wide bicep curl. This I find like typically I have to go a bit lighter than a typical bicep curl. Ready, go. Palms face the sides. Inhale down, exhale up. 15 seconds. 5. And rest. Okay, sumo alternating row. You will feel your back and your hamstrings working a bit here. It's upper body, but it's honestly more back and hammies. Ready? Go. I can make those legs really wide to give yourself some space. And we're working our core to stay upright in this position. 10 seconds. 5. And rest, okay? Tricep overhead extension. In 5 seconds. Yes, Commodore. Ready, go. I just had to pull my ribs back. I'm one of those people who walks like, chest forward. So I always have to catch myself pulling the ribs back. For me, feet underneath the hips actually helps with that. So it's just about checking yourself in a mirror, finding that form, correcting, and continuing. Rest. Okay, done. All right, longer rest here. Good. All right, next we have a curl to a press. So that's a curl, neutral grip, and to press. We have an alternating snatch. So heavy weight, pull it up through the center and lift, and then you switch sides. We've got shoulder taps in a plank pose and a hand release push-up burpee. All right, starting curl to press. Ready, go. After this round of exercises, 2 times through the circuit, we have a rest and we finish with some tabata. Curl, press. 10 seconds. And rest, okay? Alternating snatch. So you grab that one heavy weight and you're going side to side with it. 5 seconds. So this is also about your lower body, pushing that weight up. Ready, go. Flip your hands underneath it. You can also do this with a dumbbell. It's more like that neutral grip, curl and press though. You don't have the flip motion. It's really intended for barbells and kettlebells. 10 seconds. Rest, okay? Then we have shoulder taps. So you're gonna find your plank position. You're tapping left to right and right to left. In 5 seconds. Try to keep your hips stable. Go. Now you're going to do your full burpee, so that's your hop. You come down to the ground, you lift your hands off the ground, and then set them back down and do your full burpee again. It's the MetCon part. Ready? Here you go. Down, hands release, pop up, full burpee. Keep your feet on the ground in that hand release. 10 seconds. Rest. Okay, coming back to curl and press. Final time through these. Okay, 5 seconds. Ready, go. Curl and press. Whoa, this is heavy this time. I want heavier. 10 seconds. 5 seconds. And done. Awesome. Okay, alternating snatch. Good. 5 seconds. Again, this is a great one for a heavy weight. Ready? Go. And rest. Okay, shoulder taps. In 5 seconds. And go, chop it up. Keeping those hips square. 15 seconds. 5. Rest. Okay, hand release, burpee. That's what we got. 5 seconds. Ready, go. Fast as you can. 15. tuck is your first exercise. So you come to your tuck position, hands toward those legs, and hollow, arms go out. Then we have a low plank, reach and punch, so we're in on our elbows, punching, mountain climbers, and a hollow rocker. Starting in 5 seconds. It's only 20 seconds on, 10 seconds off. Ready, go, 20 seconds on. So tabata, core work, to finish. 10 seconds. 5 seconds. And rest. Flip over. We've got a low plank overhead punch, so make sure you have space in front of you. Starting in 5 seconds. Ready, go. Punch overhead. 10 seconds. 5. And rest. Okay, mountain climbers are next in 5 seconds. Ready, and go. Climb it out. Thank you, Kendall. Okay, so the heavier kettlebells have been delivered. We no longer need them. That's okay. They're here for the next class.
What's that? You're so grateful.
Thank you. Rest. Okay, hollow rocker. This can hurt your tailbone. It's gonna hurt mine. All right, ready. So you come out to your hollow position. You're gonna rock onto your glutes and your shoulders. And your glutes and your shoulders. Hopefully you have more mat than I do here. 5 seconds. Rest. Woo, okay, but it's not a rest. We're just back on to your hollow tuck in 5 seconds. Final time through, final part of the workout. Go out and squeeze. If it hurts your neck, you can just keep your hands behind your head, pull your elbows in, and extend. I'm gonna do that. And extend. 10 seconds. 5. And rest. Flip over for that low plank reach. In 5 seconds. Ready, go. And rest. Okay, onto your mountain climbers. Final bit of cardio. 5 seconds. Ready, go. Rest. And hollow rocker in 5 seconds. Ready, and go. You're trying to keep your body in the same shape. 10 seconds. 5. And rest. Knees to chest. Oh, good. Take a breather. Good. All right. And now we'll stretch here. So bring one knee into your armpit or your chest. Hold it tight, stretching through your glutes. And then pull that knee across your body for a twist. So by the way, Commodore will hopefully soon be available for adoption. She goes to the vet tomorrow. We'll see her prognosis for her eye. And when she's available for adoption, she can be adopted in Ireland or England. come through center and switch. So if you're looking to add a darling, spunky little kitten to your life, Commodore might just be the pirate for you. Pull your knee across and twist. And now come through the center. Good. Raise both your legs up to the sky. Hold on to them anywhere you can grab. Stretch through your hamstrings. I'm actually very surprised that Commodore seems to be sleeping right now because she does not sleep very often. But we must have worn her out with this strength and metabolic conditioning workout. And now come on up and we will flip over for a hip flexor stretch. So bringing one leg back, one leg forward, lean into it. And we'll twist again. Love me some twists. So you go across your front leg and back. And now let's come through center and switch. Opposite knee, body forward. And then cross your elbow over and twist. And now come through the center. Good. Come to stand. Interlace your hands behind your back. Lift your chest up and rock from side to side. Good. And now forward fold. Soften your knees. Head down. Arms way overhead. Neck relaxed. And now come all the way up. Okay. Inhale, hands up. Exhale, give yourself and Miss Commodore Kitten a bow. Thank you all so much for joining me. Once again, the link to donate to the animal rescue that Commodore is being helped by, the link to donate to KLAWS, spelled with a K, is in the description. Have a great day.